Venom. Venom. My, if you ever heard what I heard in the night, what a fright, must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't wanna ever come down from a high. My soul was sending to the sky, I guess it's you and I. Gone, but I'm feeling too alive, trying to get me out of spite. Someone's gotta pay, I ain't talking big amount. Some kind of physical pain, some kind of traumatic shit. Niggas wanna see dead bodies, probably not there, running with no automatic clips. Moving scatty, all erratic and shit. Niggas pussy licking batty and shit. Oh, you mad? Then come at me, you prick. Make a move, better pattern it quick. I assume you'll be coming for blood. That makes two of us, that makes two of us. Venom. 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 True as a stick up, hands in the air, put the money in the bag, all cash, all cash. Venom. Venom. Boom, 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 boom.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this going. This is not actually a really positive video, obviously. This is more of a somber one. A lot of cuts from WWE. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to go through the whole list in a minute. Let me just edit my layout real quick because I do want to edit this layout. And this has been kind of annoying the crap out of me. Not what I'm trying to do. Oh, really? It's just... Still? No? Not helping. Okay. All right, this doesn't work. I hate you, StreamYard. Anyways, okay. Let's get into the topic. I apologize. Lot of cuts. Lot of cuts. So I'm gonna actually go through the list myself. Not gonna pull a whole millennial smart here on you guys, but I do want to talk about this to an extent. So we're gonna go through the full. A lot of it. Some of it's surprising. Some of it kind of isn't because you can tell, but I did want to talk about this because a lot of this is one of the reasons I don't like WWE is everyone talks about and goes through this ridiculous brand war of all this nonsense of AEW versus W. I don't care. These are two fucking corporations owned by billionaires and shit that I don't care about. I don't take a side in either. I just say which one is better to me, and that is it. This whole tribalism shit is corny as fuck, and a lot of you just look like a bunch of fucking morons, in my opinion. If you want to do that, that's fine, but just don't think I'm going to respect you for it. Now, granted, this is crazy. So I'm going to go through all the roster cuts. So, hold on. Do they have everything? Is this all the cuts? All right. So, let me go through it. Gigi Dolan, Braun Strowman, Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai, Caden Carter, Katana Chance, Cora Jade, Riley Osborne, and Eddie Thorpe. So off the bat, I'm a little surprised by Cora Jade. Little bit surprised. She's young enough. She's very young, so that's a little surprising to just cut her off the list. Very, 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 very surprising. Though I can tell you this right now from I don't know. Maybe there's attitude issues. I know that she had injuries, so I don't know. I don't agree with the cutting, by the way. I think she's a talent to where you can still develop her, but then again, I don't know. This is maybe it's not even about them. These are budget cuts. I don't fucking know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't like any of these cuts, to be honest with you. I think a lot of these cuts I scratch my head at. This one is a personal one. Oh, by the way, I should also mention Jakara. Also, again, Jakara Jackson also got released. This is a crazy release period. Caden Carter, Katana Chance. These two did not deserve to get cut, in my opinion. They were underutilized, badly booked in a tag division where you basically said, let's have a makeshift tag team to basically run as a vessel for a storyline for Becky Lynch to come back and take the Intercontinental title to boost the Intercontinental title from Lyra Valkyria. Yeah, this is why why even have a women's tag division at this point? What's the point? What are we doing here? Now you throw away the only tag team in the division basically that we can think of. Also, I'm pretty sure they also cut I think that oh my god. She was just talking about this. I forgot her name. She was just with Nia Yim of all fucking things. B-Fab. They cut B-Fab, I think, too. What the fuck, dude? Oh, that one sucks because like again, what are we doing here? You're just cutting things that you're actually developing in the mid card, and now you just cut them. I don't know what these cuts are. I think these cuts kind of suck for some of them. But I will say this: a lot of fans acting all fake concerned is stop. These wrestlers will be fine. I'll just let you know that right now. They're gonna fall on their feet. They'll be okay. Uh, Shayna Baszler. I will say that Shayna Baszler, I'm surprised didn't get cut earlier. I think with everything that's happened, I'm pretty sure Zoe Stark's going to be. I thought Zoe Stark would have been next at this point. No offense, not to say I don't like Zoe Stark. I think she's better off in the Indies rebuilding her character with her own creative freedom. That's one thing that actually is kind of a little bit of a silver lining to this. When you go into the Indies, you can rebuild yourself in a way you want to, and a lot of times, if it works out, great. Bam. I mean, here's a prime example. Toni Storm. Toni Storm was cut from WWE, and she had absolutely zero character, nothing in WWE. They couldn't book her to save their fucking lives. I mean, it was bad. It was really. I mean, the fucking cake incident with fucking Charlotte. Oh my god, that was one of the. I think it was Pie actually. One of the worst fucking like booking decisions, man. I cringed. Now look at her. She can go back to WWE right now and name her price. Name her price, bitch. Best female character in the business. No one comes close. No one. Absolutely nobody. She can name her price. Look at her. Toni Storm is the best character. It's one of the top 4 or 5 characters in wrestling today alone. But in the women's ranks, forget about it. It's not even fucking close. Not even close. Now, there will be with some of these like cuttings. I mean, they're gonna this does create some opportunities though for say like because now I think this will add a little even more smoke to what's her name? I forget. I have ADHD, so I'm sorry if I'm forgetting names, not because I don't know them. It's because I literally have ADHD and it's horrible. That was my speaker, by the way. If you heard that sound in the background. You're not to be alarmed. Mariah May. Mariah May to WWE might get a little more smoke now. Now there's some room, obviously, not to make light of this, but no, for real, there's a lot more room now. She's gonna have a deeper bag in the division now. And with Cora Jade being out, they'll kind of need that heel role to be filled. I really am not. The Cora Jade one, I don't agree with. I don't agree with the Gigi Dolan one at all either. It's cutting young talent that can be worked and developed, but hey, I'm sure that a lot of other companies are going to be eyeing those two specifically, especially those two. Dakota Kai was cut. This one I saw coming. Unfortunately, as much as I love Dakota Kai personally, one of the a sweetheart, one of the coolest chicks in the business, in my opinion. Really awesome. I will have to be honest with you guys. I'm gonna have to keep it a buck. I understand this one. I do. Too many injuries. Too many just missed opportunities because of those said injuries, and it's a shame. It's heartbreaking, but it had to be done. Damage control is now pretty much dead in the water. Io Sky is officially on her own, so we will see what that means for. Excuse me, this is getting on my last effing nerve. Shut up. Plug in. Shut up. God, I don't know why my speaker keeps not plugging in. Okay, so sorry, that gets on my nerves hearing that in the fucking background. Fucking Logitech, bro. Uh, Sorry, I was just thinking. It has Bluetooth. That's why it has that sound effect. So, if anyone wants to know. But yeah, I see why. I guess you could say the same about Cora Jade. But Cora, I thought is young enough, and she's in NXT to where you can work around it. But I don't know if she's an. I don't know. That one, I puzzled that. But Dakota, I get. I was expecting this day to come when it came to Dakota with all the injuries, and it sucks. It does. But I say this: one of the things that I even commented on with Samoa Joe, you can't blame WWE for Samoa Joe. It's injuries. Unfortunately for Samoa Joe, they did everything they could, in my opinion, with Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe was awesome when he was healthy. I mean, an amazing talent when he was healthy. When he wasn't, though, well, I mean, he wasn't healthy. I hate to be that guy, but you guys have to take injuries into account for a lot of people. Even Sasha Banks' career got derailed by some injuries. WWE is a timing based business. It's a cruel world out there, but it's a timing based business. You miss your opportunity, man, that could fuck you up. That's why I hate injuries, man. It's like the one thing in wrestling that you what can you be mad at this point? It's just a fucking unfortunate timing event. You know what I mean? There's nothing much you can do about it. Nothing really much you can do about it. Braun Strowman got released. Not surprised there, honestly. They weren't doing much of Braun. I don't even know why they brought him back, to be honest with you. I like Braun, by the way, really do. But I don't know. There's a lot of talent on this roster, so it's kind of like whatever. But yeah, Gigi Dolan might be the biggest surprise for me. I don't know why they did that. What does this mean for Tatum Paxley? I don't know. I, I don't like this one at all, but hey, it gives her a chance to go to Impact and be next to her fiance. I don't say that like to be condescending. I'm being dead honest. I hope she takes that chance. Because I will say something on Impact. It gives WWE a closer lens to look at you, and if they want to keep you in for future loop stuff because they had to cut you at the time, it's good. Look at Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell will probably be back in WWE in the next 2-3 years. Guarantee it. That woman is a talent, and she's making the rounds already. And what she's been doing has been very nice, very very good to watch. I'm very happy for her. Now she's in Impact. Masha Slamovich will probably be with her in the next few. I'll tell you right now, Masha Slamovich about to be a hot commodity. But there are talents that are going to resurface, and like I said, it's almost like it can be a blessing if you use it right because you now have creative control of what you want to do with your character. Now it's on you. Now you can do what you want to do. And if it fucking tracks well, especially in this day and age of social media, you can name your price when you come back to WWE. You can come back as a Hakamari. Again, Tony Storm, if she really wants to in the next few years, and it's going to happen, it always does, because WWE is unfinished business, always. It's not because of the allure of the giant company. No, it's unfinished business. I failed here. Now I want to prove that I didn't. And it's unfinished business. Everyone does it. And you know what? Why not? I would love to see some of these matchups. Listen, I think Tony Storm has run her course at AEW, in my opinion. What more is there to do? I say drop that belt to Jamie Hayter and let's just fucking go. Yeah, I said it. Drop that shit to Jamie Hayter and let's go. I really want Tony to come back soon. I think it's time. There's so many matchups she can have on the main roster. I can list them. Her and Rhea Ripley would be hilarious because A, they're friends, but B, with this new character, Rio will put that character like so over. You have no idea. She would it'd be hilarious. It would genuinely be hilarious. Like she'd be looking at her like, are you in? Like she looking at her like a clinical mess, because that's what Tony Storm, the timeless Tony Storm, is, a clinical mess that I love. I could. Oh, you know, it'd be a really funny one. Her and Io would be hilarious. Her and Io would be genuinely hilarious on levels you can't possibly understand. Her and Julia, of course, obviously. Her her and Steph, obviously. Again, I'm not even like the recent ones I can think of. Her versus Naomi would be that's it. Her and Naomi would be the first feud. Put her on SmackDown, her versus Naomi, instant money feud. That feud would fucking feed generations of just it'd be pure comedy. It the Twitter feud alone would be worth price of admission. Like I said, there are matchups I want to see happen. But again, it's gonna be a blessing in disguise for a lot of you. I think Caden and Katana, they stay a tag team throughout the Indies. I believe that they're going to be huge and probably make a lot of waves amongst worldwide. I believe it. There's a lot of companies around there. Beyond Wrestling. I'm not a big fan of Beyond, by the way. Not with the bullshit they pulled lately. Um, Limitless is one of my favorite little indie companies up in Maine, Rhode Island. I think they're going to thrive in there. I think they thrive over there. Uh, Maybe House of Glory, of course. There's a lot of companies, guys. But I will say this: it is kind of a little surprising, some of these cuts, but also I think people need to stop with the fake outrage and go, "Oh my God, Triple H is he's evil. Shut the fuck up, dude." First of all, I don't even know if Triple H is the one who made him make these decisions. I can't imagine he was. He's the one that brought most of these people on. No, he didn't make the fucking decisions, guys. This isn't Triple H's decision. This is Nick Khan's decision and TKO's decision. Wake the fuck up. This is what happens. It's called a business, and it happens. Okay, it happens all the time. It happens every year. I don't know why you guys do this shit every year and act like it's some fucking big. They're gonna land on their feet. They're gonna be fine. Okay, Gigi Dolan's gonna be fine. I mean, that girl could release a fucking straight up OF right now. I'm not trying to make that as like a thing. No, she could, and not show anything but the basics. If she models anyways, she'll be just fine. She's gonna be fine. She's going to be signed by a bunch of other companies. Okay. And it's not even Gigi Dolan anymore now. Now it's Priscilla Kelly. Priscilla Kelly will be just fine, people. All right, Lacey Lane, Kagan Carter. Lacey Lane will be just fine. Believe me when I tell you, they're talented as shit. They're gonna be just fine. Okay? All right, everyone needs to stop. I don't know about Eddie Thorpe, and I don't really care. Personally, Eddie was someone I was always side eyeing because I don't know what the hell that character was. I don't know if he had any control over that shit. I hope to God that wasn't his decision making on some of those characters' decisions for talking about the white man. I don't know where that was coming from. You're just another white man coming after another opportunity. Whoa, what the fuck, Eddie? Whoa, what the fuck, dude? And the look on Wes Lee's face was like price of admission for me. That shit had me dying. I'm just like, that's me too. So we'll see. I'm surprised Nikita Lyons wasn't cut. Not to say I want that to happen or not. I'm just surprised. There's some I am looking at like, odd they kept that. The Jakara Jackson one fucking sucks, by the way. That one I also disagree with. I don't. It also makes that metaphor goodbye really sad because her and Oro were cut, which makes it just even more fucked up. I actually feel for some of the fans of this shit because there are a lot of like metaphor fans that are probably pissed as shit right now, as they should be. That was a goodbye for real. That's crazy to me. I'm not big on the Jakara Jackson cut. I think it's fucking terrible, actually. I even go a step further. I think that Jakara Jackson cut is head scratching. This again, another young talent. Why? Why that one? I mean, I can see the other ones, but that one's a little odd. Yeah, I don't know. But I will say this. Um, Impact, if you are smart, you are scooping these signings up right now with this partnership. You are scooping up these signings and signing them to contracts immediately. Especially dude, sign Caden and Katana, or I should say Lacey Lane, and I don't know what they're gonna Casey Catanzaro now, right? Yeah, it's Casey. Casey and Lacey. Oh, that works. Holy shit. Casey and Lacey, sign their asses right now. You need all the help you can get in the women's tag division. And yes, I can watch. I can watch some of those tag matches. They'd be fucking fire. Straight up, they would be amazing. Sign them. Sign them now, please. You need all the help you can get in that tag division for the women's tag division. Straight up, you need all the help you can get. Those two, oh yes. And you know the first match that I want them to put, I want them versus Jody Threat. Who's the other one? I always forget her name. Give me a minute. I could literally search it up right now. Again, forget names like a motherfucker. I'm surprised I remember my own name. Jody Threat. And huh? Danny Luna. Jesus Christ. Her and Danny Luna versus Casey and Lacey. That if don't say I came up with that name. That's their name. That's awesome. So that actually works. Casey and Lacey? No, for real. That actually works. Those two versus again Luna and Threat. Dude, make that the first match. That match would be cinematic awesomeness. I want it badly. But anyways, that's the WWE cuts. The round that is just making the rounds. Again, like I said, the three that I'm really like scratching my head is Jakara Jackson, Cora Jade, and Gigi Dolan. I don't think you give up on talents like that, but then again, I'm thinking from a moral perspective, I guess. I don't know. This is a giant, huge business. It's not like they're gonna be hurting for talent, obviously. To be completely blunt with you, it also makes sense to why after Roxanne just left Cora in the ring, there wasn't a feud to be developed. Now we know why. Because they were going to cut Cora. So there was no point. They knew then. Okay. Because you're all asking yourselves, why'd you just immediately go with Julia? Why is that now a thing immediately? Well, now we know. I am not, I mean this, I am really not big on this. It also makes sense to why she wasn't in the ladder match for the North, because she could have easily been, I think they dropped the ball on Cora. And I believe that Cora Jade's going to be one of the best women's wrestlers in terms of character on the planet. She's young. She's uberly talented. She's already been experienced at this. I believe that if she's going to go to something like Impact, or I think Impact would be the perfect landing place for her. There's a lot of there's a lot of talent in Impact, and Impact could be smart. You take a lot of that young talent that's coming out right now. Jakara, Casey and Lacey, all that, Gigi Dolan. You take at least half of that list. You're going to have a division. I think the biggest priority would be to sign Casey and Lacey. That would make the tag division so much better, and would make actually you'd have more legitimacy to like the tag feuds. But that's just me. But anyways, just wanted to say that. good luck to them. I think a lot of these talents are going to land just fine, and I think they're going to be better for this because they're going to now have creative control of their own characters. But let me know what you guys think. And I don't know. I don't know. Is this kind of like slop, by the way? Do I have to give? Am I giving slop now? And I just want to make sure Hassan Piker, no, make sure I'm doing this, abiding by the Hassan Piker rules of content slop, because I'm not, sitting here sticking up for countries that don't affect my life. I gotta be a humanitarian all day, every day, right? Well, I'll see you guys later. I will. Oh yes, I should plug this before I go. I will be on Charlotte Nightstar's channel. If you guys want the link, I'll put it in the description. I will be streaming over there today after I watch, and I have to do this. Okay, here we go. Thunderbolts. I had to say that out loud. I hate doing it, but it's just like it's the actual thing. You can't say anything else but that. You guys say Thunderbolts. You guys Thunderbolts. You can't say it any other way. It's got to be like Red Guardian. If you don't say it like Red Guardian, what's the point of it? What's the point of saying it? Okay, bye. See ya.
Please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Also support other channels affiliated with this one. I have no channels affiliated with this channel. Sonic the Hedgehog is a beta male. Shut up, Bianca.